Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Why Kerr believes Warriors won't deal Wiggins before trade deadline. Andrew Wiggins, who loves being a member of the Warriors, can breathe easier. Or so it seems. Head coach Steve Kerr made it clear Thursday that he anticipates Wiggins, prominently mentioned in trade chatter in recent weeks, will remain a Warrior beyond the February 8 deadline. "I think he's playing well," Kerr said after practice at Chase Center. "I'm very hopeful, and I expect him to be here when the trade deadline passes. He's been a big part of our team now for years, helped us win a title 1.5 years ago, still has a lot of career ahead of him." Wiggins through his first 35 games generally was ineffective on offense, averaging 11.7 points on 41.8% shooting from the field, including 29.5% beyond the arc, mostly career-low numbers. His defense was well below his ability. Poor play led Kerr to pull Wiggins from the starting lineup in mid-December. Lately, though, Wiggins has displayed a revivified performance level. His defensive energy is appreciably better, and his offense, once again, is a positive factor. He has scored in double figures in each of the last 5 games, averaging 18.0 points on 61.1% shooting from the field, including 50% from deep. Wiggins has started the last 7 games, and his vastly improved play will keep him there. It's not a coincidence that his statistics have ticked up over the last 5 games, as that's precisely how long Draymond Green has been back with the Warriors. And, suddenly, Jonathan Kuminga and Wiggins, who didn't play well as a duo before Green's return, have been substantially more dynamic and productive. Draymond really changed things with his return because he connects those guys at both ends of the floor just with his communication defensively, Kerr said Tuesday night after the win over the Philadelphia 76ers. "And then the way he helps get us organized offensively. Great to see Wiggs and JK both playing so well and playing well together." The Warriors, as a result, have shown signs of improvement, notably on defense, another benefit of Draymond's return. They've settled upon a starting lineup, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Wiggins, Kuminga, and Green, that plays faster and looks more connected with each passing game. Wiggins, 28, has made it known that he believes Golden State, top to bottom, is a cut above most NBA franchises. It's where he became a first-time All-Star and a first-time champion. Yet, as the Warriors were sloshing about with a sub-.500 record and general manager Mike Dunleavy was living with his cell phone in hopes of finding a partner for a trade that made sense, it's easy to see why Wiggins was the likeliest Warrior to be moved. Stephen Curry is going nowhere, and there has been nothing whatsoever to indicate Draymond Green and Klay Thompson have been on the market. Kuminga is virtually untouchable, which leaves Wiggins as someone of real value. He's a tested veteran in his physical prime. He's in the first season of a 4-year contract worth $109 million that was considered team-friendly when he signed it in October 2022. Wiggins surely was aware of his name burning through the rumor mill. Green told him to ignore and play at the level at which he is capable. It can be stressful, which is where the coach can assist. "We try to recognize if guys are stressed out about it if their names are really being talked about," Kerr said Thursday. "I'm always very, very honest with the players. I've had players over the years who I just share, very frankly, with them. There is a chance that you're going to get moved. It may or may not happen, but this is why." Wiggins has played his way off the bench squad, or, as he referred to it, the little doghouse, and back into the starting lineup. At this stage, the Warriors are asking themselves if they can swap him for someone who is a better fit and can be as productive as the current version of Wiggins. And that person will need time to learn the Warriors system, how to play with Curry and how to work with Draymond. All things Wiggins already knows. He has played 268 games, including playoffs, with Golden State. Which is why the Warriors are less inclined to make a major deal that includes Wiggins. That doesn't mean it can't or won't happen. but the circumstances are different now than they were a few weeks ago. I'm really hoping Wiggs is here and, as I said, I fully expect him to be here, Kerr reiterated. But I don't know if any player gets to go through his entire career and not see his name in a trade rumor. Steph, probably, early in his career. Right now? Probably not. But this is part of the gig. It's not easy, especially on the families, when someone's name is mentioned in trade chatter, but part of the deal. Steph Curry named to 10th All-Star team. The Warriors star was named a Western Conference reserve Thursday, his 10th All-Star game in 11 years. Make room, Paul Arizin. You're no longer the Warriors' only 10-time All-Star. Steph Curry was named an All-Star reserve Thursday night, his 10th career All-Star game appearance. After finishing behind the starting Western Conference backcourt of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Luka Doncic, Curry was chosen by coaches as one of 7 reserves. It's the 10th All-Star selection for Curry, matching Philadelphia Warriors small forward Paul Arizin for the most All-Star appearances in franchise history. Arizin was an All-Star for 10 years between 1951 to 1962, and the 2 years he wasn't, he was in the Marines for the Korean War. Despite making the All-Star team in 1962, Arizin chose to retire rather than follow the Warriors when they moved to San Francisco. Chef Curry has made it in 10 of the last 11 years, the only exception being when he was limited by injury to 5 games in the 2019-20 season. During a down year for the Golden State Warriors, Curry is still averaging 27.5 points, 5 assists, and his fewest turnovers since the 2018-19 season. He's leading the NBA in free throw percentage and three-pointers, with 195. TNT upped the drama in how they revealed the starters. After the Inside the NBA crew revealed Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns and Anthony Edwards were 2 of the backup guards, Shaquille O'Neal declared that his envelope had Curry's name, without even opening it. Shaqstradamus was correct. Because he cheated and looked. Warriors Chris Paul, Andrew Wiggins, considered likely trade candidates. While the Golden State Warriors don't intend to move the remaining members of their dynasty era, they will need to do something to get back in the playoff race. Most believe they cannot even make the play-in tournament as currently constructed. So without a doubt, they will look to make some moves between now and the February 8 trade deadline, which just happens to be next Thursday. Per Brian Windhorst of ESPN, veteran point guard Chris Paul and small forward Andrew Wiggins are considered the most likely candidates to be traded. Paul, 38, is currently sidelined with an injury, and while few teams would be interested in him as a major part of things, he has proven to be a capable backup floor general. He was acquired by the Warriors before the season and is coming off the bench for the first time in his career. There are major questions, however, if he can stay on the court, especially at this age. He is averaging 8.9 points, 7.1 assists, and 3.8 rebounds, shooting 42% from the field and 36% on three-pointers. He's making $30.8 million. Meanwhile, since the Warriors reportedly don't want to trade forward Draymond Green or shooting guard Klay Thompson, Wiggins is the most likely movable candidate. At least, he is when you're talking about getting something in return. Wiggins, 28, is averaging 12.5 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 1.6 assists, shooting 44% from the field and just 31% on threes. He's making $24.3 million this season. There has been some talk the Warriors have an interest in available Chicago Bulls guard Zach LaVine, also out with an injury. Golden State, 20-24, sits in 12th place in the Western Conference entering Thursday's games. And you, fan, what do you think about Chris Paul playing for Warriors? Leave your opinion in the comments.